All right, today's video, I'm gonna do a quick little walkthrough here in the shop, show some projects I've been working on, some future plans here in the shop with my office and stuff. But if you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Appreciate all the support. So let me spin this thing around and start a walkthrough. This is a little 40 Ford coupe. One of my good friends and customers, somebody in his family owned the car for a bunch of years. It was a top 25 car in Pigeon Forge at the Shades of the Pass in 91. Just small block Chevy, automatic, just Mustang 2 front end, just killer little car. Super nice. You know, it's a little bit dated because it was built in the 90s or late 80s, but definitely a neat piece. This one's in. It actually was in a few weeks ago. Customer, he moved down from New York and ended up buying the car and went through, converted it to a electronic distributor, and just kind of a little bit of maintenance stuff really, so he could put some miles on it and see what he did and didn't like. But this time it's back in. The gas gauge wasn't working and needed a new sending unit, but the fuel filter was pretty much, it was toast. So I put a new fuel filter on it last time just to get by till I could get it back in. So he ordered a new tank, so we'll do new tank, new sending unit, get the gas gauge working. We're gonna change the fuel filter and put a different style filter on it, help it out a little bit. Probably gonna go ahead and throw a set of the drop spindles on the front and get the stance right, maybe a block in the back. Just a neat little car, just in for some odd and end stuff. So this over here is just kind of a little small fabrication area. Got my plasma cutter, MIG welder, TIG welder over there in the corner. That's my baby over there. So Certiflat welding table, bunch of different vices, portaband on a swag off-road table. That's one of the handiest things I've ever bought. So this project's a good friend of ours, local here in town. A friend of ours was putting the truck together, and I ended up pretty much going to wire it front to back. I'm about halfway through that, just kind of finishing up stuff, put shocks on it. I got to finish up the brake lines. I put all the front sheet metal on it. So when it's finished here, next few weeks, once I get it finished wiring, it'll pretty much be running and kind of drivable. But it's going to head to JP's. They're going to do the wood floor in the bed, put the bed on it for me. And then Colton and his dad, they ordered a TMI interior kit. So Johnny and them, they're going to put all the finishing stuff on the inside to finish it out. And then it's pretty much ready to be tuned, and they can start driving and enjoying this one. So you can see this is my office. This is actually getting ready to be tore down. That was the only thing I never have really cared about our shop, is the office kind of being right there in the middle. My brother-in-law, he's fixing to come over here and tear this office down and build me a smaller one, but actually build it over in the corner of my shop. So when you come in our walk-in door, you'll actually be in the office. But this is a new customer. I met him through another friend and customer of ours. 71 or 72 Cutlass convertible, 442 car. It's got a Oldsmobile motor still in it, but it's in for a stainless exhaust. So I'm doing a nice 2.5 inch 409 stainless X pipe, some flow effects mufflers. But this whole car's fuel injection on it, and should be a neat little piece when it gets done with it. So hopefully have it wrapped up next day or so. This is kind of my other little fab area. It's kind of a mess right now, just kind of getting prepared for the office still. But a little South Bend lathe, some drill press, and just some sheet metal equipment, and a 10 Smith shear. And so all this should be slid down to probably move all this stuff down to where my welders and stuff are at, just make one nice little fab area. And I'm gonna try to squeeze one more 2-post lift in here if I can get everything rearranged the way I want to. Little 55 Chevrolet, 2-door post Bel Air. So new customer. I've known the car for probably 10 or 12 years now. One of my best customers, he bought it and traded it to another friend of ours, and he sold it to this gentleman, and so it's been in. He had a weird braking issue. He put a new booster mass cylinder combo on it, and It's got a really big cam, so not a lot of vacuum, but the brake pedal needed to be readjusted, and the mash cylinder never got bench bled, so it had an air pocket in it, and I was fighting that, but finally got it whooped. It runs and stops good now. Got a little bit too big a carburetor on it. It's got a 750, and so I kind of messed with it enough to get it by till you can order a smaller carburetor. The distributor hold down was messed up, so I threw a new one on it, got it back in time, just the carburetor, so drivability is a little bit better, and got it where it stops good now, and it's ready to actually go home, waiting on him to pick it up. And then this little red and white square body truck, a friend of ours, he actually had the truck, and it was a one family owned truck till Colton and Steve bought it. They actually own the green truck back there also. This was a 305 automatic truck. Colton lowered it, put steel wheels on it, and little small hubcaps, and drove it for a little while, and then he built this killer little 5.3 sheet metal intake, painted it corporate blue, kind of go with the theme of the era of this truck. And it's got some Detroit steel wheels with trim rings on it, and he's still got to put his little small center caps on it, like the truck rallies. And this is kind of my next project when his green truck's over. It's still just a neat little old truck. You can see we are loaded down with parts for this one. It is stacked up, just getting slosh tubs, and it's gonna have a factory ECU and PSI harness on this one, Dakota digitals, and all the good stuff that makes a square body run and drive perfect. So, but that's the next one on the list. So, but hopefully with my pallet racking and getting this office deal straightened out, where it'll be in this corner, and all this pallet rack over here, I'll probably gonna move down somewhere. I want to spend a week or so rearranging everything to get the way I want to. But like I said, that's kind of a brief overview of the shop, what I'm working on. And but if you see anything else that you have questions on, or something else in here you want more details on, just leave me a comment below. I sure appreciate everybody subscribing and liking my videos, and you can give me a thumbs up. It really helps the view count on all this stuff and all this crazy YouTube stuff. But I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and like I said, I hope to keep the content coming and let y'all see some of the craziness I work on from day to day. But thanks for watching.